When a rear tire blowout wiped out our electrical compartment and the side of our motorhome, we fully expected that the tow vehicle would be damaged as well.
Our motorhome was declared totaled, but our Honda survived without a scratch or a dent.
Thankfully, we had the Smart Solutions UltraGuard towed vehicle shield on the back of our motorhome. It protected our Honda towed vehicle from being damaged due to flying road debris.
Today, we'll be installing another UltraGuard on our replacement motorhome, a 2017 Holiday Rambler Vacationer.
All on this episode of Roaming with Rosie.
Rock guards for motorhomes can be up to $600 or more, especially if you want them customized or personalized.
We just wanted a tow guard that was made well and did the job that we needed it to do. And as you see in the video of the blowout, the UltraGuard by Smart Solutions did just that for under $150.
And we're not sponsored by Smart Solutions, and we purchased the UltraGuard ourselves.
All right, so let's get ready to install the UltraGuard by Smart Solutions. So everything that's in the box, you get the UltraGuard itself, and then you also get this bag of nuts and bolts. Some of the nuts and bolts are for mounting it to your actual bracket, and then there's also nuts and bolts for mounting these metal reflector plates that go in here. And you see there's two holes, so those mount in there. So when I did this on the Alpha, I actually put the bracket up first and then mounted the UltraGuard to the bracket. I think what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to actually mount the UltraGuard to the bracket first before I hang the bracket on the RV. So what I'm doing is they have slots in here, but they don't go all the way through. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill through so I can put my 1/4 inch bolt and nut on there. So instead of using the washers that came with the kit, I'm using these fender washers, these 1/4 inch fender washers. Gives you a little bit more. When we had the initial first Holiday Rambler, we were coming back from San Diego. We were actually not too far from Yuma, and it was so hot that the UltraGuard actually pulled through the small washer and the bolt. Ever since that happened, when I reattached that on the old Holiday Rambler, I used fender washers to give you more to hold on to. So when I did the Alpha, I did the same thing. I used fender washers, and then I'm going to do the same thing again with this one. So I put the fender washer on this side, and then on the back side I use another fender washer and then the nut. We have it already in on the front side, and then on the back side here. Okay. So I have the fender washer there, and then I'm going to put the nut on. Then what I'm going to do is take two 7/16 wrenches. I put one on this side to hold it, and then just tighten it down with this side. This is a ratcheting wrench, so I'm not going to get it completely tight. I'm just going to kind of snug it. Okay. So there's one in. You just got to work my way down the line here. Because this track here that I'm using for mounting it on the RV has these slotted holes, they don't necessarily all line up. So what I'm going to do, I mean these are partially slotted, but I'm going to actually drill my hole here so that it matches the hole over here. So now what I'm doing is I'm going to be drilling some holes in the Ultra Guard, because I'm going to be mounting this with U-bolts. So I need to have holes in there for the U-bolts to go through. And the U-bolts are going to slide in through this slot right here. And then it's going to clamp down on the top of that slot in this area right here and clamp it to the top of the hitch. So I'm going to put one here. Okay. And then the other one right here. And I made those with a little bit larger drill. The reason I did that is because we got to get around this corner. So that way I gave myself a little bit of room to be able to wiggle that through there. So now we need to slide this through here. Like so. And then we need to work that up like that. And then like that. And then that's how our U-bolt's going to be. And this is gonna, this area here is gonna mount with these thing here. This is gonna mount to the hitch. So I'm gonna go ahead and slide the other one through, and then we'll take it back there and mount it up. What I did was I brought the Ultra Guard back here, and I wasn't able to hold it up and be able to put my clamps over the hitch part. So what I did is I built these wood braces to hold the Ultra Guard up. I built the braces, and then I clamped the Ultra Guard to those braces to be able to hold it so I can get my brackets in place. Once I have the brackets over the hitch and semi-tightened down, I can remove those braces and then position the Ultra Guard where I want it to be. So now I have it positioned where I want it. Now what I need to do is just tighten the U-bolts down to the hitch part. And the thing with these U-bolts, you kind of got to work back and forth so you get them tightened down evenly. There's not a lot of room in here to work. The U-bolts are basically going over the receiver part here, this receiver. It's the hitch part. That's what's going to be holding it. So what I'm doing is I'm tightening this down. All right, so I tried doing it laying it on my back, but that didn't work. So there was enough room for me to actually crawl under here and get this mounted. So here's my U-bolts, and then this is the receiver part of the hitch that's mounted to the RV. So what I did is I went through my bar here, this bar, and it goes up and over the receiver part, and then I just clamped it to that. So now it's all positioned the way I want it, and it's all mounted up there real nice. Last thing we have to do is put on our little reflector plates on the bottom, and that's going to be a lot easier than what we just did. So this is, I think this is a little bit better than what we did on the Alpha, because we used an aluminum bar last time, and the steel one I think is going to hold up a lot better. Now what we need to do is, you can see where there's this inset, and that's where these pieces go. They go right in there, and then your reflector sticks on top of that. So this white coating comes off, and then you get this polished metal. So the first thing I need to do is I need to put it up there and then drill my holes through the Ultra Guard, and then put the bolts through there, and then I can mount it on there. So I'm gonna line it up and drill my holes. Make it easy on myself. Now that I have the one hole drilled, I'm going to put the bolt through there, and that'll hold that end up in place. So you want your bolt to go through, and you want the washer to be on the back side. That rubber, when you drill through it, it kind of closes up a little bit, so it makes it hard to put the screw through there. So I'm going to use my motor here and screw it in there. Make life easy. And we put the nut on the washer first, and this is a nut with it's kind of like a stop nut. It has that plastic in there so it won't work itself loose. Go ahead and hold on that, and then we'll screw it down with our drill. We're not going to get it all the way tight because we still have to be able to move it around to be able to drill the next hole. And then again, we put our washer on the back side and the nut. Okay, there's that side. So we got it all completed now. Not a real hard job to do, just kind of an awkward job to do, but I really wanted to put it back on the new RV, because the way that it worked with our last RV on the Alpha when we had that blowout. This helped mitigate any damage that would have happened to the front of the tow vehicle when the blowout happened, because all those parts just flew everywhere. So the Ultra Guard really helped out. Now the RV does have mud flaps behind the rear tires, but they're about probably, I don't know, 10 inches off the ground or whatever, so stuff can still be picked up. So this is going to help, because if the tires pick anything up, it's going to hit the Ultra Guard here. We should be good to go. We're excited to get back to traveling in Rosie 2.3, but we've got a lot to do to get her up to the way we like to travel.
Be sure to follow along, because in upcoming videos, she'll be getting a new camera system that includes tire pressure monitoring.
And I also want to install the solar system that I was able to pull off the Alpha when the Alpha was totaled. It'll also include some upgrades. And we're also going to be redoing the interior to brighten it up and modernize it, including a beautiful new reclining sofa.
And lastly, our Pacific Northwest travels from last fall will be coming out in videos with a lot of travel tips of locations and things to see and do that we recommend.
We really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, we'd really appreciate it if you'd share it with your friends and family on social media. And if you're not yet a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
And don't forget to ring that little bell, because that way you'll be notified each time we upload new content.
And make sure to leave a comment, that way you could be part of the conversation.
Until next time, we'll see ya.